Hey everyone, this is Tom Escobar from New York No Limits Film Series. Very pleased today to be joined by Kimberly Han, who has won the New York No Limits Film Summit 2023 Best Film for Champion. Kimberly, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much, Tom, and thank you so much, New York No Limits, for everything that you've done for our film and also for all the other films from New Yorkers over here. I feel really great. I'm very thankful just for all the support and for this. I'm not sure, is it like a best of award and. Yeah, there's so many other great filmmakers that were part of the film series. So of course, I feel really good, and I just like to throw it back to all of my collaborators who made this possible and who allowed this film to be made um, with the with everything I wanted. You know, in terms of I was able to make the film that I wanted to make with the type of precision that I wanted because I was working with all these incredible other filmmakers. So I'm just grateful for all of that, for to you, the festival, and my collaborators.
Well, we appreciate it, and it was certainly, I think, much deserved. I am curious, is
Mhm.
this your first film? Did you tell me that, Kimberly?
Yes, this is
It,
my first writing and directing.
so how did it feel going into it with how did you prepare for it? If you don't, did you go to film school, or what's your background? Because I asked because the film looks very polished, very professional, it's very well
Mhm.
delivered. So tell me about how you prepared making the film.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. I was so nervous, of course. So my background actually is that I was a TV executive at a studio in Los Angeles. I actually recently moved to New York. And I have produced before as well. I have produced a bunch of short films in the past. And so it's not like I hadn't had set experience. It's not like I hadn't had a film experience. But in terms of actual directing, you know, it's a lot of pressure. It's your baby. It's um, everything that you think of. It has to come to fruition, and you have to do it yourself. And of course, you have producers supporting you and all these other amazing heads of department supporting you. But um, at the end of the day, the decision is yours. So it was a lot of pressure. It was a big learning curve. It, I do hope that I can do an even better job for the next time because, you know, there were definitely some things as a first time filmmaker that I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that you have to think about these things before going into it. Um, so, you know, I feel like there's room for improvement, and I'm excited to make my next short films with all of the things that I learned in mind. But yeah, in terms of preparation, I prepped a lot with my cinematographer Bongani. He's incredibly talented, and he's really the main reason why the film looks the way it does. He's just such a good person to start with, and so huge shout out to him and how much patience he had with me. And just communicating with me in a way that was so much more digestible to someone who doesn't come from the cinematography background. So, yeah, I really kind of throw it back to him. It's all him.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. I'm curious, probably my last question. Were there any goals for you going into it? I mean, what did you envision when you started making the film? Were you just, I would just want to be able to make this film and get it out there?
Mm,
See yourself playing at as many festivals as you have. I think it's played all over the world, really. Oh, you played it really
mm.
all over. So what did you want to accomplish going into it?
That's a really good question. You know, when I was first launching the Kickstarter, when I first wrote the script, I did actually envision this as a feature film project down the line because it is an autobiographical film. There's so many more stories to it that I wasn't able to include in a short film. So I actually did envision it as a proof of concept project for a longer feature film down the line. And at the moment, I feel like I spent so much time with the short film that I do actually want a little bit of a break before I go into making it into a feature film. And so I'm actually working on different ideas, different stories that don't necessarily have to do with this particular story about families living with distance. And but I think other than that, playing at as many festivals as possible, getting more eyes. And I think I realized also through the Kickstarter campaign process that the story did actually ring true to a lot of people, not just Korean families, but any immigrant families or really anyone that has lived with a kind of division within a family. And it made me feel, so much more grateful that I was telling it because, it is a personal story. So it does at some points feel like, oh, like this is like kind of a self-serving story. But then I realized, oh, actually it is reaching a certain audience and it is making an impact. So I think throughout the process of this festival journey, through everything, I've realized like really that was the goal at the end of the day, to be able to make an impact to the people that needs it right now. So I think the goal changed a little bit throughout the process.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Kimberly, thanks so much for those comments. I really appreciate it, and for being here with me today. That's Kimberly Han, the writer and director of the film Champion, winner of the New York No Limits Film Summit 2023 Best Film. We appreciate her so much. Thanks again, Kimberly. We'll see you more in 2024, everyone, and have a great day. Talk to you soon.